Former computer software industrialist John McAfee, who's wanted for questioning over the death of a neighbour in Belize, has now left hospital in Guatemala, where he was being treated after complaining of chest pains. His lawyer says Mr McAfee, who's been refused asylum in Guatemala, is suffering from stress and hypertension.
John McAfee has been rushed to hospital in Guatemala after his lawyer claimed he suffered 2 small heart attacks earlier in the day. The 67-year-old founder of McAfee Antivirus Software is fighting deportation to Belize, where he's wanted in connection with a former neighbour's murder. The American was detained by Guatemalan police on Wednesday for illegally sneaking across the border with his 20-year-old girlfriend. McAfee claims Belize's ruling party has it in for him because he refused to give them funds and says the police will kill him if he goes back. Belize's Prime Minister denies this and says the software pioneer is bonkers.
What happened was that this morning his blood pressure went up and he suffered an abnormally fast heartbeat. That is why he was hospitalised. He is very nervous, that's what the doctor told me. He was told to calm down, but under these circumstances, who would be? So it wouldn't be impossible that this happens again and that they have to bring him in again.
This is where John McAfee is staying here in Guatemala City. That building right there, he's actually up on the 3rd floor and he's got it all to himself. That's really not a jail, and it's definitely not a hotel. What it is a detention center for illegal immigrants. They get a lot of them actually passing through Guatemala, trying to get to Mexico and then eventually to North America. It was here this afternoon where John McAfee suffered whatever the illness was that he had, and he was rushed from here in an ambulance and taken to a nearby police hospital where he was checked out for several hours. We went over there. The authorities said that really it looked like he was suffering from stress and maybe was also suffering chest pains. His attorney, though, says it was actually a minor heart attack. Either way, he was released a couple hours later and brought back here. Now the question is, what happens next? We already know the president of Guatemala has denied asylum for John McAfee. It's possible his legal team could try for some other maneuver, maybe a stay or maybe even go all the way to the country's Supreme Court. It's also possible he may be headed back to Belize, where I've spoken to authorities. They're waiting for him and will take him in for questioning. We'll wait for him as well.